And action!
Are you recording now? I did it. I bought the 1DX Mark II. I'm gonna be perfectly real with you. I'm not a camera nerd. I don't know specs like the geniuses do. Honestly, I just love having a new piece of equipment that makes me excited about things I want to produce. I'm not saying that equipment is the thing that's going to bring you to the next level, but it can provide something that sparks excitement in you and drives you to want to do something really cool, fun, and exciting and produce more. So that's what this means for me right now. I could have gone so many different routes. I was thinking of black magic, other cinema cameras like the Canon C200, something a bit more beefy, something for filmmaking. In all reality, I'm a photographer and a filmmaker, really primarily a photographer. So this decision, I think, made a lot of sense for me at this point. There are rumors right now that Canon's going to release another mirrorless camera that might have similar specs to this, and that's all good and fine, but I wanted something that was gonna make me excited about the filmmaking that I'm doing this year, right now. And this is, after 4 days of owning it, making me very excited about producing content, producing videos, for a few specific reasons. The thing that everybody rants and raves about this, I did not think I was gonna like it as much as I do, the 120 frames per second. You can shoot it all handheld, right in your hands, and it's just so smooth. Mixed with the color science of what Canon brings and how the image looks with the depth of field and the full frame sensor, it's just so good. That's so helpful for me, like, oh, bless me. There are so many other cameras that can do that stuff, that can produce that type of look, but need so much work in post-production, whereas this is just so good right out of the camera. You put it right into Premiere, you throw a LUT on it, and it just looks spectacular. That's something that I love doing wedding films and making YouTube videos, so that's great for me. Another thing I love that I'm able to do now is I have 4K and 60 frames per second, which wasn't available on my former 5D Mark IVs. It's a huge codec, it takes a ton of memory, so this isn't something I'm gonna be shooting with all the time. I'm not gonna be shooting weddings in 4K with this camera. It's just not reasonable with the amount of data that it's gonna eat up, but I love having the opportunity to shoot that if I want to. I've been shooting in a custom flat profile that I already programmed into the camera. It's nothing like log profiles, but I honestly don't need that right now with the content that I'm producing. Something that's a negative is that just this thing is so massive. It's just enormous when I have it on my GorillaPod. Let me get my GorillaPod. It's so ridiculous how large this setup is. Obviously, I think the benefits outweigh the negatives. Even though it's such a monster with weight and size, it's something that I love about it too, because I like shooting with this thing handheld. I like shooting with 24 frames, even with like a little camera shake. The weight and the size give me the ability to spread out my hands and have something to kind of stabilize the image. Obviously, it's not a perfectly smooth image like a stabilized shot, but it gives me the opportunity to kind of work with that handheld shaky look. And then on top of it, the slow motion options in the hands, it's totally fine. And it's really nothing Warp Stabilizer can't fix in post. I've also been rocking variable ND filters on this for the last few days, and I'm just blown away at the versatility of what I'm able to produce with the combination of the variable ND and the camera. And I'll stop blabbing my mouth and I'll let the footage speak for itself. So here is my first day back in Chicago with the 1DX Mark II. Gonna miss the bus. Gonna try to catch the bus. Oh my gosh. All right, it's the maiden voyage of the 1DX Mark II. This thing is freaking heavy. Meeting Mike down in the West Loop to go have a work day, picking up his new boosted board. We're gonna ride some skateboards together. It's gonna be fun.
Disturbing the peace with some peace of mind. Sleeping in jeans, I'ma need a night. OD on the cheap advice. OC on the cheapest flight.
I'm starting to realize that carrying this thing around kind of steers a lot of people's attention towards you. And then I realized I shaved my facial hair into a mustache today, and wore my Canadian tuxedo. You know, the other thing is I get really nervous when I do this stuff around people, and so then I start looking really shady. Then I have a mustache and a Canadian tuxedo and an enormous camera, and but beside having the whole new camera and everything, I'm also rocking a variable ND filter today, which allows me to shoot at, I think I'm shooting at 2.0 or 1.8 right now. So you get all that, you know, bokeh in the background. It's a nice image. Just really excited about this whole setup. Meeting Mike at the Hoxton, a brand new hotel. We're gonna do a work day. He's picking up a new boosted board. He's always claimed that he could build his own electric skateboard, but I don't know. He's about to buy a boosted Dual Plus version 2, bring him over to the dark side. All right, let's go to the Hoxton.
I say if you don't like this music, you don't be listening to it, you know. I'm just a dude that you know, or something similar. If you don't keep it real, then you go somewhere but here, cause you know we're only losing control just for a minute. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah.
I'm officially on the 1DX train. What do you think?
Are you talking to me?
Yes,
I think it's a massive camera.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it looks between that and your Mark IV, to see if it really is worth it.
So the biggest thing I'm realizing now is that it's not like the most enormous upgrade from a 5D Mark IV, but that it gets me really excited about making stuff. The dynamic range, I believe, is better. I can shoot the 120 slow-mo, and I'm just excited to make things with it. Just finished, uploaded a video, man, that always, it feels so good. Are you officially on the boosted board train or what? Too early to say?
Boosted boards are great. I love building them though too. I'm literally getting this board so that when I need to like upgrade or fix mine, I have a board to ride still.
Okay. So the guy's selling Mike the boosted board. This is his restaurant and he gave us lunch for free. So thanks Mike and that guy. Okay. Oh yeah, also my buddy John invited us over to his studio in the West Loop. He's a pretty cool dude. I did a video with him before about shooting interiors on your phone. You show him my 1DX too because he was interested in looking at it. And here we go. Safety first.
Let's roll out. Let's make like ludicrous and roll out. Let's make like a fetus and head out.
I want to get some shots of your new board. Be like, Mike's new board. This camera isn't insured yet. We here. Oh, John.
There he is.
Oh,
I was gonna fall off.
I know, dude.
That thing.
Say hello to my little friend.
So what do you think about this beast?
Well, you did that fast shutter on me. It was jarring and invasive. And I want you to keep that fast shutter away from me, okay?
Okay. Later. Thanks again, man.
Push hard on that right side.
Okay. Push hard, he said.
Pushing hard.
Really hard.
Let's make like a fetus and head out.
There you go. Let's crush it! But let's keep it at a moderate pace because the battery might die.
We need to go 10 miles.
We're going 10 miles?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think I'll end it there. Days like this are just so good for the creative soul. Hanging out with Mike most of the day at the Hoxton and chilling with John. When you go out and step out doing things differently and going to different places, I feel like things just kind of fall in place and you make new connections and you talk about new things you want to do. John talked about maybe wanting to do some video work, so it's just so cool to see like what happens when you step out and try something different than your normal work routine. So I don't know. Also, this camera's pretty cool. I I gotta figure out a new way to finish my videos. Literally everybody says all those things. Maybe I don't. Maybe my content is so good AF that they don't need to know that they have to like the video, subscribe, ring the notification bell, comment, and see me in the next one. Maybe they don't need to do that. Maybe I don't need to say that at all.